What is going on, everybody? We are back, and today we have a one disc only challenge, and this disc is a disc that I feel like is forgotten about a lot. But today we have the Halo Polecat. I always describe as feeling like an ice cream lid. It feels awful in the hand. It's a 1-speed disc, very slow. I think it has a little bit of glide to it, but honestly I can't remember all the numbers after the 1-speed. We're gonna play a full 18 at Carroll Park, see how we can do. If we shoot over par, we're gonna give this thing away. Hole 1, they just push back into long, so it's 225, just kind of bends off to the right. We can put one right down the middle. Like I said, really, I'm just going for a bunch of pars here. I'm gonna throw a Warden to practice quick. Oh yeah, all right, that's the practice. Now we're just gonna throw this Polecat right down the middle. Oh, I just pulled it just slightly. I actually love how that came out of the hand. When disc golf was really blowing up there, like 2019, 2020, I think, that's when this Polecat was super sought after, because Innova kind of did like an April Fool's thing, saying they're gonna do Halo Polecats, and then they actually did Halo Polecats. So those were the collector ones, and then they came out with stock runs because, you know, it was a big money grab. At the end of the day, I didn't necessarily like this thing, but I'm sure it's in people's bags today. I like it now. I love it now. Come on. It's going right in the bag now until we finish over par and I have to give it away. Starts to get real interesting here when we got holes over 300 feet. 342, par 3 straight ahead, wide open field. That's the one thing that I always found so crazy, is the fact that these 1-speeds are still relatively stable. Before we get too far into this video, road to 6K, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. We're getting so close. We're gonna hit it. I feel like I need to get a forehand out of the way just to practice. This seems like it's close enough. We might need a forehand shot later, and I just don't know if I can get this out of the hand cleanly. Sit down. Okay, that was not bad. Hole 3 is another technical hole, but it is very birdieable because it is only 228 feet. Just gonna try to hit this right side on a backhand. Hopefully we get lucky and get through there. Oh my gosh, it just slipped out my hand. Great kick. This is why I just practiced the forehand though. Oh, it turned over a little bit. Still one down, but the next one really scares me, because I think it's going to play pretty difficult with this thing. Hole 4, 285. It's over everything. It ends on the right side. If I threw my best backhand, I don't think I could get it there on a turnover. I think what I'm going to try to do is just kind of throw a hyzer over these trees, end up left, short left, and it should open the gap is what I'm hoping. Truthfully, I don't even know if I can make it over these trees though. Nope, I can't. Oh boy. That's a bogey, 100%. The bogey save is in the picture though. Little backhand turnover to the basket. Oh, that's pretty. Go in. That's why we had that insurance birdie early on. Hole 5, I gotta get decent distance off the tee, 351. If I land pretty centered of this fairway or a little right, that would be ideal. Tried to put it on Annie and I just didn't. Sit. There's a little hyzer from there. I'm not really sure what this pole is doing right here in the middle of the fairway, but it's right in my way. I think I'm just gonna try to throw a little forehand turnover through there. I'd go backhand, but this pole is in my head. That's pretty. Honestly, I feel like this is a really good par to have. Hole 6, you might be able to see the basket on the right side. 216, very gettable. Just gotta throw a nice, precise backhand. Oh my goodness, Max. Settle down so we can birdie it. Drop. Let's go. Gotta love that. For you guys, that's probably a simple straight backhand. Not a big deal for me. I don't know why, but I suck at those shots, so I'm very happy when I hit them. Back to 1 under. Hole 7 can be a tricky par even if you have your full bag. It goes right the whole way. It's very pinched off. This tee shot you're probably not gonna be able to see, but it's very difficult to record. I hope that's not too far and it's got to sit down. Nope. Easy par though. Hole 8, here's another birdie we can tack onto the score, 225. Honestly, just a nice little hyzer. Stay straight, stay straight, stay straight. Oh my goodness, I think that was almost an ace run actually. You haven't quite seen me pull out my wardens yet because we haven't had like a lengthy enough putt to use my wardens, but typically the rule is inside circle I can putt with my normal putters. So I think this is a good time to pull them out. I missed it anyway. That one hurts a bit. Going into hole 9, 1 under par still, 396. It's a long one for the polecat. Should be plenty of distance. It's not in the long grass either. Actually, I think it did roll into the long grass barely. I kind of want to go forehand here, but I don't want to risk turning it over. So I'm just going to stick with the backhand. Oh my. Maybe I should have went forehand. To stay under par going into the back, definitely inside circle. So going warden here. Chop. Oh, thank you. That was an ugly, ugly approach, but we got it done. 1 under on the front 9. Now we have the back 9 to do, which for these videos, I usually only do front 9. So we'll see what happens on the back. Stay tuned. You might win a disc. This hole is not usually terrifying, but it is kind of terrifying with a polecat. 174 feet. They pushed it back to longs. All I'm trying to do is get out of the gap on this left side. Little forehand. This thing will probably turn over a little bit, but that's okay because either we're going to have a long look at it or we're going to have an easy par. Wow, it didn't turn over. That's still an easy par though. If only it was in shorts because we pinned it. This would be electric though. Nice little hyzer putt. We made one on hole 1. Let's start the back 9 with the same thing. Get it. A little short. Hole 11, par 4, 501 feet. We have to be in the gap on shot 2. We birdied this one with a zone, but this thing is not as versatile as a zone. So here we go. I'm gonna try to smash this one. I actually got a really good rip on that. By really good, I mean about 275. I have no idea. Well, this was a smash, but it kind of puts us in a bad position. I'd rather be a little bit more left. I'm gonna try to throw a forehand, just get through the gap. Come on. Oh, I really babied that. Drop. Doesn't matter. All right, we are really playing with fire here. That's gonna put us at even. A lot of holes to play and a very tough one coming up. Hole 12, par 4, 402 feet, very tight gap here. I'm almost wondering if I should try to go forehand just to try to hit the gap better. Oh, damn it. I just gotta throw this as far down the fairway as I can and just kind of pray that it gives us a look to the basket on the next shot. Oh my gosh, how lucky. You guys are not gonna be happy to see that if you're wanting to win the polecat, but that was the luckiest shot of my life. For me, hole 13 is just a nice little pitch forehand around the trees here. 153 feet, so it's a shorty, and you wanna card it anytime you play this course. Hole 14, 213, the backhand for a righty is very pinched off because this tee pad goes this direction, like right into the woods. So I'm just gonna try to throw a nice soft forehand. It'll probably roll over, but we'll give it our best bid. I'm kind of learning it on those forehands. Put it on enough hyzer where we can actually get it to fly and not turn over. If I just put that a little bit more left side, it was probably parked. Drop. Ooh, over it. Hole 15, get out of the gap and play it for par. 324. Oh, shoot. All right, I did slip on the pad there. We're out of the gap, but barely. At this point, I could par out and we'd be fine, but that's no fun. So we're gonna keep pushing for the last 3 birdies, see if we can rack up a couple more, or maybe it gets us in some danger and we take a bogey. Hole 16, 249, big hyzer around. I'm gonna try to go kind of low, a lot of hyzer, see if we can push in there. Sometimes when I try to go higher, I just push too far of the gap. Probably not with this disc, but on a typical day. Oh my goodness. That should be fine, but it's not a birdie. This is kind of my specialty, really. Little Annie forehand bucket. Oh. Had a bee in my face as well. That was awesome. I feel like 17 should be relatively easy. 270 feet. I just don't know if we have the distance or not with the polecat. I don't know if that's gonna be high enough. Glide, 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 glide. I didn't hear any trees, but it's definitely inside. If I threw just a decent shot, we could have definitely parked it with the polecat. We had the distance. No. I tried to smash on that. The problem is I gave it no height or width. And the video off with something sweet. Nice little throw-in forehand action. Oh, just barely off. All right, guys, that is going to do it for my round. With the polecat only, we finished 1 under par, if I counted correctly. 3 birdies, 2 bogeys. We held it together a lot better than I thought we would. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think of the video, what you think of the polecat down below. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.